Okay, we made it through our first night. We made it, Sugar.
Yes, we did.
We officially made it through our first night of boondocking or being off grid. I don't know how you, what's the proper...
Camping with no hookups.
What's the proper term? Okay, Alex says it's camping with no hookups. So we had no hookups. There's no hookups here in North Cascades National Park. So because there's no hookups here, that means we have to supply our own power. We were able to fill up our freshwater tanks yesterday, and they have a dump station as well. But we tried out our generator for the first time, and all thanks to the Lord, it got us through the night. So we did have to turn it off at 8 p.m. The quiet hours are from 8 to 8. So during the day, what did we use, honey?
Full tank, but we were charging all the batteries. We were charging the solar generator. We ran the generator from when we got here, which was like 4:30ish to quiet hours, which was 8 p.m. We went a little over because we went on a walk, but when we got back, we turned it off. We switched over to the solar generator for our 120, which we were basically just using for the dehumidifier. We switched the fridge over to propane, so it could run off the little bit of power from the batteries and then run off of propane. And then everything else we ran off of our batteries. So everything worked pretty much for the whole night except for the 120. So the solar generator cut off probably, I don't know, maybe it was like 4 in the morning. I think when I first got up, it was already pretty much dead. So the humidity got a little higher than we like. But as soon as I got up, I was able to turn the furnace on from the batteries, and that was able to kind of lower the humidity, so that helped. And then once 8 o'clock came, 8 a.m., we turned the generator back on to kind of charge everything up.
This little guy. So now we're gonna go take it to get more fuel.
More gas.
Okay, and this is the little makeshift cover
This
that
is
we
our
have
little teepee we made. It's actually really not necessary because look how wet I am. I mean, I'm sort of wet, and this thing's drier than a bone, because the tree above us is blocking all the rain. But it helps, just in case. I mean, it is a little wet down there.
It has been raining off and on. Right
Yeah.
now, it's not really raining.
But the tree does a good job anyways of shielding it.
Okay, let's go.
This is...
We don't have a whole lot of space.
And I go get it on the other side. So we're supposed to come back here next week. So what we're doing next week is we're not backing up all the way. I didn't realize the site was as long as it was. I thought we were going to be a little tight, but we actually have more space than I thought. Probably have like 4 or 5 feet. So we'll go up a little bit. That way we can at least walk behind it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, let me show you what our space looks like.
So yeah, if we could go up another 2 feet, we could at least walk behind it.
This is how pretty narrow it is.
Walking in the jungle.
I know, it feels like we're walking in the jungle, literally. And this is what our cutie little campsite looks like. I think it's site 4. It's been misting all day pretty much. It's not too bad. It's not a heavy rain, so you're still able to get done the things you need to get done. And it makes for a gorgeous scenery.
Like a foot. Those are covered in moss.
Little cows. Oh. Duh.
Oh, espresso, sure. Let's see what you got. Wake up. I dare you.
I'm sorry, stop.
Are you daring me? Ooh, I'm in for a good dare.
Alright, we just got to this chevron here in this little town called Marble Mount, I think. It's like 15 minutes west of the national park, like going towards Seattle. We're gonna fill up our 5-gallon jug here. So since it's our first time, we obviously didn't know how much fuel we would need. And we just got a little 5-pounder. So we're gonna fill this up and then we're gonna head back to the national park.
Then I'll bring it back right now and pump it again.
You would think it's water. Okay. Oh, this is cute. This is crazy. Look at that. Oh, is this the sign? Oh, we should take it. We found a cute little national park sign. There wasn't one on the way in on the west side, but there's one here on the east side. So we're gonna take a little photo. Look how cute it is. Does that snow on it? This has to be one of the best entrances. Mount Rainier is also really nice, but this one is gorgeous. It literally looks like a rainforest. And it sounds like one too. Don't you love it?
Yeah. We're gonna go do that trail. And,
Oh, are we?
yeah, go check it out.
Alright.
See what it looks like.
Oh, how cute are they? How cute are they? Hi, guys. Oh, I don't want to scare them.
They're like, shoot, they got a bear.
Oh. Now this is an entrance.
No.
All these beautiful flowers. Oh, look, Oga flowers. Trail of the Cedars. Just came to this trail called Trail of the Cedars. And this is one of the very few dog-friendly trails. So we're going to take Jasper on it. For some reason, I don't know why, but most of the trails here don't allow dogs. So that's a bummer, but this one does. Wow. Alex found a little off the beaten path. Oh, so they don't come up here?
Yeah.
I I can't imagine that they'd be able to even... Oh, okay. So apparently this little fence here protects salmon once this is full from jumping up over.
Look like you're going to third grade with your parted hair in the middle. Yeah, third grade picture.
Third grade. Don't do him like that.
Good boy. Okay,
Fix his hair. It's just a tree trunk. What? Look, just a tree trunk. I know. You start if you start looking long enough, then things start looking like other things. Oh, it's amazing. I wish I could stay here forever. But then I wouldn't get to see all the other things the Lord's created. Alright folks, that's it for today. They're calling me and I'm so sad. I'm so sad to leave this amazing place. Like heavenly. That's what it is. It's heavenly. Oh yeah, you can smell them. So many beautiful flowers. Alright, we're back from all of our excursions. We're gonna fire up this little guy until it's time to shut him off for the night.
We only got like an hour, so
Okay.
to top everything out.
The batteries are charged though, right?
Yeah. Probably not the Eco Flow, so I'm gonna charge that right now.
Okay, we forgot to add some stabilizer to the fuel. So that's what we're doing now. And what does this help with?
Honestly, I don't even know. Something with...
That's an honest statement.
No, it has something to do with... I think like because the fuel sits in... I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to say anything wrong.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure.
We're still learning. It's so empty.
These are all open too, see?
This is a great time to come. I think this is the first weekend that they're open. Or the first week that they're open. We spotted a bear in the wild.
Hey.
We're finally getting some, I was gonna say sun, but blue skies. It's been gloomy, gloomy, gloomy the last, what, 2 days? We've been here since Monday evening. I know, it's a sad day, right? We're leaving tomorrow. Oh, we're gonna be back. So it's another empty day. Well, not entirely empty, but virtually empty in this campground, which is so nice. I think I mentioned it's one of the least visited national parks in the US. We think that's because it's a little harder to get to. It's very northwest. Obviously, it's like close to the Canadian border, so maybe because it's not middle of the US, it's harder for most people to get to. It's definitely a drive. And it's like almost closed, I think, half the year. But it's so nice. It's so nice. It reminds me a little bit of Olympic National Park. And it's just so quiet. I mean, aside from Alex talking. But it's so quiet. I'm probably the loudest person here. It's very peaceful. You could just hear the birds chirp all day. It's so green. Oh, there's one person. But as you can see, most campsites are empty. We were walking around yesterday looking at the campsites to see which ones we like, if we ever came to visit again. But this is kind of what it looks like. Really quiet, really peaceful. It's lovely. One of my favorite parts of the park is all these moss-covered trees. So pretty. Oh, great.
One of the other things you got to figure out, obviously, when boondocking or not having any cell towers around, is trying to figure out internet. We do have Starlink. It's been working for us when we were in North Idaho in the RV park for a few months, but having a little bit of trouble here. It's actually interesting because I do have cell service here, but Starlink, we originally had it here on the table, kind of pointed up at the sky. There's a lot of trees, but there's still some clear sky, but it wasn't really working. Weren't getting any service there, so I moved it behind the truck. So this is where we had it. We had it sitting here on the back of the truck, just kind of pointed up, but it also doesn't seem to be working. I mean, there is a lot of trees here too, but still got sort of a clear view of the sky. What I did now was I moved it up on the roof of the RV. I set my ladder up and I moved it. Let's go up there. I moved it right there. Now it's again pointing at the sky. Some of these smaller trees are hopefully not in the way now. Lord willing, this works. We're trying to upload a video right now, but it's not really working. So obviously when you're in a national park, it's nice to be around all the scenery, but figuring out that these trees can also cause issues with getting service. So yeah, see if this works.
Okay, so this was stuck at 2%. I don't know if you can see that, but it was stuck at 2%, and now it's saying 16%. So I think where Alex moved the Starlink to, it's helping. Are you ready to go on an adventure? Yeah.
Yeah, that whole side got burned.
Yeah. Anytime I see like a dark object, I saw that thing ahead.
Bear.
Yeah, I'm like, there. Nope. Fortunately, it's not. We came to the visitor center because apparently there's this little trail behind it, and the parking lot is pretty much empty.
It's following around the building. See, it's the Sterling Myrno.
And it does allow dogs?
Yeah, it's a little boardwalk right here.
Okay.
Come on.
Most of the trails here don't allow dogs, but apparently this one does, so we're gonna check it out. It's like a ghost town. So pretty. Okay, so this is called the Sterling Munro Trail. Oh, nice. This is awesome. Moss covered tree. Whoa. This is amazing. Looks like that's it. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, and that cloud is blocking the big range.
Whoa, and it's covered with snow.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at that.
it's got tons of snow in it. Here right now, because it's
The picket
covered.
range?
Yeah, that's that range back there,
Wow.
probably.
And it's only a small fraction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We found this little parking lot with a pool out, so we thought we'd see what the overlook is for. This is a big old rock with moss on it. I can hear water. I don't know where it's at. Okay, I see some water. Okay, you can kind of see a little water. Oh, whoa, there's a waterfall. That's cool. Crazy. Look at that. Okay, we found another little lookout section. Oh, you can see the dam.
It's closed right now, see?
And when do they open it? When it gets filled?
Enough, yeah.
Crazy. We can happily report that we survived our first week dry camping in the RV. It's definitely been a learning curve figuring out how much power we use and what exactly we need to supply that. We found ourselves using most of our power trying to keep the humidity down, but that's to be expected when you're in a wet climate. And we're thankful we have a dehumidifier that kept everything where it needed to be. There's a lot that goes into dry camping, and a lot of it involves conserving, whether that be power, water, food, and just trying not to overfill your tanks. But also being mindful of things like tree coverage, because in our case, Alex works remote and needs to have internet to do so. Thanks to the Lord, everything worked out well, and it was a fun experience that has us itching to do some more dry camping. So stay tuned for our next video where we try out harvest hose for the first time and put our new dry camping skills to the test on a 580 acre farm.